You know when cop cars they get like used up in the force, um, they auction them off to the civilians. They just take off all like the paint and everything to disable a lot of the bullshit. Well, someone's selling one, 2013 for low ass miles. Oh no, that's not low. My Challenger's still lower than that. For 17K, so that's not bad. And then someone was joking about what's the lowest you'll take? I'll be scaring everybody in the hood. And then someone actually said, please tell me, sale to qualified persons only. This is like a fucking rape kit to the wrong person. And a lot of people are like laughing. But yeah. Eh. Yeah, it's got civilian plates now. Eh. Doesn't seem as fun. I don't like it. Stay out of my face. You mean nothing to my do. Ow, my ears. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. God damn, my controller turned off again. Super Mario Sunshine! Woohoo! So I know we still haven't got all the shine sprites. We're still missing the last one for me out the village. So what would that bump us up to 95? So we'd be at 116, so we'd be 4 short. Ah shit, I forgot the controls. One sec. Bum 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 bum. Hey, what's up, Kenny? I'm doing alright, how are y'all? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, did I mess up again? Hold on. Oh, my controller turned off. God damn it. I don't know why my PS5 controller keeps turning off. Are the batteries dying? Is that why? I can't tell because I have it connected to the PC. Oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason, with certain games, I have to adjust the C-stick to be inverted. And I have no idea why that is. Alright, oh shit. Okay, so my controller is dying. One sec. Where's the charger cable? I just like how nice and usable the PS5 controller is with everything. It's pretty nice. Alright, I need a rocket nozzle, I remember that. Wait, let's charge up slowly. Slowly. Damn it, I almost made it in. Alright, so we just gotta do the Fluff Festival on this. We already got all the... I believe we got the 100 coin shine sprites. Yep, and the 2 bonus shine sprites. Alright, we're golden. Just gotta do the, this. Gotta get 8 red coins. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's see, so where are they all at? I believe it starts over here somewhere. I was leaning in the air vent, or towards my air vent, so it's drying my eyes out. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's right, I was clicking on it. I was like, don't tell me my controller died. Nah, it's just I clicked off. Alright, so where are they all at? Any others? Nope, not in there. I'm trying to make sure to get them all. I'm trying to remember where they're all hiding. There's one there, there's one under the tree. Look at it, I'm trying to act like it's a fruit. So that's 3. God damn it, camera! God damn it! Bees! The bees are your enemy. Alright, and it seems like boxes are my enemy too. There we go. We're halfway done. Let's see, where would the other one be hiding? I think there's one underneath the stack of boxes. There it is. Alright, cool. So my memory still serves correct. Alright. Moving on. 5 out of 8. Alright, there's one in a tree, I believe. God damn it. I've been awesome at everything today. Even one of my friends was telling me that my brain isn't all the way there. I've been really spacey lately. And I honestly have no idea why. It's kind of upsetting. You know, I don't like not having a good time. And look, I can even do my Mario things. On the bright side, there was this really beautiful waitress at Waffle House I went to today, and we chatted for a little bit. You know, I'm too fat to be, flirting at all, so I just chat. She was cute. Her name was Morgan. She had, both eyebrows pierced. She had C-style hair. And I was like, oh man, pretty. She was cool. We just chatted about different bands. What the fucking dick ass? So, yeah, it was alright. And I didn't eat anything at all today, so that was like my first meal all day. So I was all shaky and grumpy. Not grumpy, but I was like, I don't want to leave. Nobody talk to me. Nobody talk to me. I'm hungry and I don't know how to react. I'm hungry, grouchy. And then I think she picked up on it, so she went a little time. I ate one of my dishes and she's like, alright, I'll talk to this guy. We chatted. I was thinking to myself, should I straighten my hair before I go to Waffle House? Nah, who am I trying to impress over there? And then, go to Waffle House, there's a woman, and I'm like, well, shit. Should've straightened my hair. But you live and learn. That'll teach me to always be ready. another thing too, is I think they're kind of out of it. I don't know if it's just fatigue or what, but I've been out of it. I'm trying to remember where all the red coins are. Go. I want to make it to that cloud. That cloud looks awfully inviting. Oh, clouds! Let's see. Where were the other red coins? I honestly couldn't tell you. Oh wait, are there any other ground maybe? There's one. Shit, I don't have the hover knob. That's gonna fucking suck. So how do I... Okay, so I have to get over there. Alright, well, if we die, we die. You know, lesson learned. Alright, ready? Here we go! Oh, thank goodness, I tried to push up before I reach the end. Alright, so that's 7. We're missing one more. Uno más! Is there any other mushrooms down here, maybe? No, don't say any! I couldn't tell you. I like the sound effects though. It almost sounds like it'd be like a techno beat. Like a really like generic version of it. Oh, I died. Sadness. Sadness covers me like a blanket. Tuck me in, let me die. I don't remember where that last coin is. Yeah. For some reason I thought there'd be a coin behind me. Alright. Well, let's get that one out of the way first. To that? Oh, right there. Play it safe. Just one mushroom at a time. Hey, what's up? I decided to try to finish up the shiny sprites I need to get on this. Also, I'm really tired. And really spacey and saddish. I don't know if sad's the right word. Oh, thank goodness. I just made it. Alright. It didn't have to be that close of a call, but, you know, sometimes I like to live dangerously. Oh, Mario. Oh, Mario. Why? It glitched out, and, like, even though I was using a hover nozzle, I just fell straight down no matter what. Oh, my God. Alright, be like Mariah Carey, shake it off. Because the loving ain't the same. You keep on playing games. Whew. Alright, we gotta get this done. This is easy, I've done this before. For some reason I can't do it today. Maybe it's because of the extra sad juice I drink today. Where's that trick 1-up at? There's a 1-up that... Okay, it's not on this level. There's a 1-up that usually hides in the tree, like right there, or like right here. And like... It's like, oh cool, you get the 1-up, but the moment you touch the surface of the tree, Mario slides, so you die. It's just kind of there, kind of messy. Kind of like life, if you want to go with that kind of analogy. Oh shit! Oh, thank God. I almost did not make that. Alright. I guess we'll go up. No, let's go up that way. That might be how nature intended it to be. There it goes. Alright. Jump. Perfect. Alright. Moving on. Uh-oh, am I gonna make it? Woo! Alright. I forgot what game it was, but there's a Mario game. And that's why I keep like waiting for myself to take damage. Because there's a Mario game where no matter how high you jump, or from where you fall, if you don't ground pound right before you hit the floor, even if you're really close to it, like even though you've fallen, but you're getting close to a higher platform, you'll still take fall damage. Alright, look at this. We're just digging along. Sometimes you gotta pick some fruit. This game just knows I'm Mexican, man. It just knows. You know what tripped me out is Paper Mario is out near your door, actually. There's a Yoshi that you get at one point in the game, and they called me the Great Gonzalez, and I shit you not, I swear to God, I thought it somehow knew my name, because my last name isn't Gonzalez, but it used to be. I don't think officially, but in a way it was. Like, my stepfather no longer in the picture when I was a kid, so yeah. I remember just being really uncomfortable with that fact. Yeah, it's for shits and giggles to make sure there's no hidden coins in like here. Yeah, so I love that game to death, but I just remember being really unsettled for a good hour. But, again, 10 out of 10 game, would play again. Probably will play it again. I'm wrapping this one up. Let's see, what is it? I got... Let's see here. I got 94 shine sprites and I have 217 blue coins. So that puts me at 115 shine sprites. So after I get this one, it'll be 116. So that means I'm missing blue coins from several levels. Quite a bit of them. Oh shit! I didn't even see that red coin. Look at it just chilling right there. Alright. Alright. Damn, so I would have never found that unless I actually looked. Alright, Mario, I wanted you to do a backflip, but hey, you know what? You don't want to do a backflip and almost kill us? That's cool, man. That's cool. You know what? At this point in time, I welcome death. I embrace death. Mega death. Alright, at least I know where the last one is. We are golden. Just gotta get up there. I'll probably have to consult the Nintendo Power to find out where all the blue coins are hidden in the levels, because, I thought I got them all when I last played, but apparently I've missed them. So I'll have to go through fucking world by world, episode by episode, to find out which ones I missed. Oh, what the fuck? Come on! That wasn't cool, man. What the shit dicks was... What? Alright. Oh! Alright, take a deep breath. You ate waffle house earlier. You're feeling good. You're feeling great. You're feeling super talk to a really cool girl named Morgan. Just fell off the side of a tree, and you're about ready to end it all. No matter what you do, you can't ground pound. No matter what, you can't ground pound those boxes. You have to jump on them. I don't know why the game's designed that way. You cannot ground pound them. Mario will legit just slide away from them. You have to just jump on them. Man, I want to play Stardew Valley. I'm going to play that in a minute. I don't remember what else to do, though. Yeah, I'm supposed to pick like a girlfriend or something, but you know, it's tough to pick. They're all so pretty. Oh, yeah, that's right! I remember what the bullshit-ass fluff was. You actually had to use the fluffs to get over there. You couldn't just hover or rocket your way over there. Oh. This one's yellow because it goes straight there. So that's a little secret for you guys. The other ones aren't as yellow. This one that takes you straight there. Mario! Wait, grab that fluff! Grab that fluff! Alright, well. That's not an allegory for life and taxes right now. I don't know what is. The world's fucking crumbling around us and we're all too numb to do anything about it but cry. Not to sound too Alex Jonesy here, but the signs have been here for a long time now. And we didn't listen. And now we're stuck paying crazy amount of taxes. The IRS is now, you know, hiring people that are to be willing to go and get into deadly situations. Like, holy crap. You know, in a way it made sense. You know, hey, the big guys are skirting by tax regulations while the rest of us pay. You know, they should pay their fair share. But look what happens when you give a government a cookie. They're going to want a glass of milk. And then with the glass of milk, they're going to want all your right to privacy. AKA the Patriot Act. So remember, the Patriot Act was originally for, you know, counter-terrorism. You know, they got a whole ass network that listens to every single phone call that we make as Americans. Interesting how that works. But what can we do? No one cares to fight anymore. And our elites are smart as shit. They're pitting the dumbest of us against each other. They're getting the people who are hard right and hard left to fight each other. Even though both sides of the shit coin don't give a damn about you. I don't know. It's kind of just doing me. It's kind of gloomy. You know? If there are people that are just like hardcore one way or the other. I just don't. Like they're like, oh, well, if you don't want to be lit on fire, you must like drowning alive. Like you can hate both things, you know. But yeah, I'll try to keep that part. Otherwise, I'm gonna bust out my furry avatar thingy, and I'm gonna go on a big old ranch, and you're gonna just see a wolf just like talking to me. But yeah, basically though, I mean, we've all been fun, and it's really sad to see what we've done or what's become of things. And you know what's gonna change that? Because everyone's, you know, really intent on letting the alphabet boys run the show. You know, they've proven time and time again that they're not to be trusted. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a sad person, you know? What do I know about society as an objective whole, rather than a partisan side? Right, I mean, they've always been piles of shit, but as this one news thing I was watching on YouTube says, the left has shifted hard to the left, and the right has gone away from the center as well, but not as exponentially as the left. For example, conservatives back, what, 1970s or so, were for immigration and all that shit. Immigration before, but you know, with the legal immigration happening and the documents, it all became hard to really just kind of keep an eye on. Before you knew it, millions of people flooded the system. You couldn't keep track of them all, and finances and benefits, welfare, all that stuff, you know? God damn it. Grab it! There we go. But, there is apparently, what's his name, Andrew Yang is starting a new party, a third party, independent, called the Forward Party. And yeah, it is, like, people don't think it hasn't been that way, but it really has been. It's not, let's see, I wonder if there's anything hidden down there. Silver nozzle? Oh, okay. Well, I don't want any of that. My anaconda don't want none. What? Excuse me, what? What? What the fuck? Alright, we gotta go back up. But yeah, anyone that just sees, anyone that thinks their side is better than the other side and this and that, it's just a little bull honky. They're too blind and short-sighted. They think, oh, okay, you know, let's give the government some power, you know, to silence my enemy, yada, yada, yada. But they don't realize that, you know, short term, sure, that'll benefit you, but long term, it's gonna fuck you, it's gonna fuck everybody. But the thing about the general population is, you know, they're dumber than a bag of rocks. And, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm some galaxy IQ brain, but how does anybody think giving the government way more power will help things? Everybody wants to defund cops, but all of a sudden, you know, wants the FBI to do all this crazy shit or whatever. I don't know, man. It's just really sad. Because then it's just gonna fuck us all. Like I said, what did the government say? Oh, it's just a Patriot Act. You know, we're just using it for counterterrorism. We wouldn't spy on innocent people, you know, especially if you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to fear, right? But look what happened. Now we all get monitored. You think your phone call's private? Well, it ain't that private. And just keep in mind, you know. Yeah. Well, I mean, at the same time, too, they keep them stupid. They keep the general population stupid on purpose. The stupider you are, the easier you are to control. You know, especially the people that can't seem to notice fucking patterns. Like, there's people that absolutely worship Trump, like, as if he wasn't the guy who had a lot of lawsuits, especially at Trump University, and also passed the red flag law. You know, and all the gun nuts are still like, they'll have like gun stickers and Trump stickers, and I'm like, he passed the red flag law. Do you guys realize this, right? But they don't. It's the same people that have the fucking blue Lives Matter sticker, and then the Don't Tread on Me sticker. Like, they're the exact opposite of each other. There's no way they can coexist. Those two stickers can coexist logically. Oh, what the fuck? No, don't do that again. How the fuck did I miss that shine spray? Alright, right there. Oh yeah, the Punisher stickers are the funniest ones. If I recall, and I don't know my comics, so forgive me, from what I remember hearing is that Punisher was against cops. You know, anyone that really abused authority, if I recall. So it's just a lot of irony. And then with the people that like voted Biden or whatever, you know, like, come on, man. That guy was gonna be nothing but trouble from the get-go, because he was gonna be easy as hell to manipulate. like Trump, the reason why everyone, the mainstream media and all them, and all the politicians hate Trump was because, well, he wasn't as hard to manipulate. But he was pretty fucking stupid, so they didn't really have to work that hard. Like I said, he had a lot of stupid followers that were like, oh man, he loves guns, but again, red flag law. I'm still bitter about that, by the way. You know, all it takes is someone randomly to be like, I think this guy or girl's a danger to themselves. I don't think they should have a gun. And then, you know, you go and fucking get your gun taken away. So it's just, it's all really stupid. You know, it's just not a... Our society as a whole is just stupid. Like, I absolutely hate, like, hardcore, like I hate reading a lot of news articles because a lot of them are emotions. They're all just, how do you say it back in the days? Or in literature or English classes, it's, ethos, was it? There was something, but it was like, basically they put their feelings into it. You know, well, Trump is this blah 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 racist and all this and that, but like there'll be pictures and videos of Trump hanging out with people of all different colors and stuff hanging out, but and then, you know, again, you got like Biden and all that creepy stuff. It's just, no politician is there to serve you. I don't think we've really had any politician actually serve us. I'm trying to think of one. I think the only closest one I can think of off the top of my head was JFK, but, you know, he was getting too friendly with everybody, so they had to silence him. You know, if you try to look up anything about the JFK incident, like, all the documents are either classified or shredded. Like, there's no evidence. It's fucking baffling. Because he actually did try to unify the nation. And, you know, unity creates a strong society, which makes, you know, a government in check. But if you want a powerful government, the people gotta be controlled. So, yeah. You know, feel bad. He seemed like he would have been a really cool guy. What's up, Darian? Oh, damn. Okay, so get my shine sprite. Wonder if I can do this in one go, like I was able to do it. Oh, that's right. Alright, let's get this done. Alright. As soon as we hit this, we gotta go. Ready? Set? Go! 2 minutes. Fuck, I jumped too soon. Gotta go back around. That's good. It's chill. It's real good. You know? Sometimes you can't ask for more than this, right? And I want to read it and check. Oh, god damn it! I got every single point with the red coin. That was bullshit. What the fuck? Oh my god. Hello? Can you grab the point, Mario? I'm so glad it's not that whole level where if you hit something, you die. I fucking hate those ones. Wait, did I not get the red coin? I didn't. Alright, 6 out of 8. 6 out of 8, man. Gotta pick up the pace. There we go. Oh shit! God damn it! No! Get away from me! Okay. Let's see, not reading shit. Yeah, and that's the thing is, how do I put this, delicately? All the politicians are disgusting, and, you can't trust them farther than you can throw them. Yeah, there's really not much hope for America with our politicians in power. They, all they care to do is just, you know, profit for their own gain. No matter left, right, up, down. Well, at least someone's getting anxiety. I'm too tired and sad to get anxiety. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm not like sad. I'm just like, man. I'll switch back to this. You know, why didn't I just do that? Look, I could have just did this. For this part, just slid like that. Would have been a lot easier to control. I'm trying to see if there's any other hidden blue coins I can get. This is where it all started. Shadow Mario was just chilling. Oh yeah, but Trump as a whole though, yeah, he knew how to talk to people to rile them up. I mean, that's what a successful businessman does. You got to know how to talk to people. And you know what he could do? He knew how to talk to people. So, you know, that goes a long way with businesses. Oh, what the fuck? I already got the 100 coin shine sprite? I didn't think I did. What the fuck? Ow. You know, just for fun. Hiya! Take that. Rewind it back. And then, like, oh yeah, and that's another thing too about the voting system. The two-party system is trash, but everyone keeps getting told if they vote for a third party or something else, they're just throwing their vote away. And then so people either end up not voting, or they pick the lesser two evils. But when both sides are evil, nothing gets done. I mean, that Build Back Better program was going to screw us big time, man. You know what? It did. And it's just... Ugh. It's so sad. I mean, fuck, man. Inflation's hitting so fucking hard. Everything's getting more stupidly expensive. Alright, so I gotta actually start going back now and getting all the give me a sec. It's on the tip of my tongue. Blue coins in the other levels. There you go. Oh, where? I'll have to do it without a guide. Because like I said, so what I'm supposed to do is I've got all the shine sprites you can get in the game. But there are shine sprites you can buy. And so what I have to do is get a total of 240 blue coins. It is 10 blue coins per shine sprite. So I am missing 22 coins. Well, see, and that's another thing about the third party is finding one to actually trust. I mean, look how betrayed a lot of people were when they were like voting for Bernie, and then the DNC did him dirty because maybe he actually, you know, some of the things Bernie said I didn't sit well with, but in a way, he seemed like he had his head kind of in the game, in the sense of he seemed like the kind of guy that actually kind of tried to do what he said. And the DNC fucked him over so bad. I think if I recall, he's listed as independent now. So you got to find a third party that you know, you can actually believe in. And then with the other third parties, you got to make sure, like Bernie Sanders, basically, he ran again, took more campaign money, and it just took off. And then a lot of the politicians, they do as I say, not as I do. You know, they live in all these big houses, have all these cars, these jets, all this good stuff. and then they tell us, hey, conserve fuel, conserve water. But you go to their houses, they got fountains like crazy. They got, you know, a whole bunch of cars, jets. You know, it's like you're supposed to be a representative of the public, but none of them ever represent the public. And then you got crazy people on the left and right, like citizens that are, you got the kinds that are just screaming, just harassing people because they don't believe in Trump. And then you got the left that's just screaming everything racist. So the real racists get away because the word racism, fascist, has lost all meaning basically to the point that there is no more actual alarm, you know. Someone could, like Hitler could get, you know, reborn and then they'd be like someone would be like, fascist! And they'd be like, well, I don't know about that. Or they probably wouldn't even turn their heads. It's the same thing that's fucked up. Like, it's like the same fucked up logic of, like they tell women these days, if you're being assaulted or raped, or you're attempted to be raped, instead of yelling rape, yell fire. Like, how fucked up is that shit? That word's lost all meaning, basically. I forgot that you get a shirt now that you beat Bowser. Get that Gucci shirt. So, you know, it's just nothing's getting done, and it's just absolutely bummy. It's a cow and bummer. But you know what's even crazier? People didn't even say hello to their neighbors anymore. Nobody knows their first name of their neighbor next door, or upstairs, or downstairs. Like, we've all become so isolated, like, so numb, we forgot our own humanity? Humility? I'm not sure the phrase is. I'm very tired. But, like, we don't even talk to one another anymore. And the crazy part is, if we actually talk to one another, we realize that the crazy people on the left and right are just that. Crazy people on the left and right. That, you know, that maybe we have a lot more common ground. That, hey, you know what? I also think we need to get rid of qualified immunity for police officers, and blah 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 blah. You know, that there could actually be a consensus, like how it should be. You know, that people can unify. But again, the whole point is divide and conquer. As long as civilization, as long as the population, for the most part, stays divided, easy as fuck to manipulate. Someone says Orange Man bad. A lot of crazy left-wing people start sharing random bullshit articles that generally are more false than true. And then same thing. Joe Biden bad, Democrat bad. All of a sudden you got the Republicans not even checking the sources, and then they fucking are like, yeah, check out how bad this is. They never read the article or even read the sources. You know, or they go read the article and it's just he said, she said bullshit. No actual facts. I don't think I got her with the reads. I think I'm missing a blue point for her. Well, she wants to do range. Hers was the hardest. So for hers, you actually have to... Alright, so I do it this way. I don't know about the other... Oh yeah, I didn't read the last one. Yeah, okay, yeah, so with Bernie, yeah, he was aggressive. But that's the thing, is you kind of do need the, when you have that power of the population at your fingertips, you kind of need to have a strong will. You know, you gotta be strong-willed. So yeah, that I did appreciate him. I just didn't like the whole idea of democratic socialism. Because that shit really won't actually work, because it involves, you know, people not being greedy pieces of shit. And unfortunately, you know, given enough money and power, you can corrupt just about anybody. So, it just wasn't going to work in America, at least. Not without brutal dictatorship, but, you know, who the fuck wants to be ruled like that? Told what to think and to say, you know? bullshit. And then capitalism is, in an idea, good, but unfortunately, the way it's unregulated and, again, greed, capitalism does breed greed, because people are like, whoa, I can make all this money by doing this? And then you got, all this bullshit going on there, where, they're all trying to cheat the tax system or the labor system, get people to work as many hours as possible for as little as possible. Where the fuck did it go? Did it go in the water? Oh, it's right there, thank God. Let me read your other chat. And again, that's, oh my fucking God, Mario. And that's a good strategy, to be independent in that type of stuff. Individualism is good on a small scale. On a large scale, sure, I guess is good, You don't want to keep giving away everything to, those who, don't, give something in return, essentially. It doesn't always have to be money. You can always trade, hey, I learned how to make this smoothie. I'll trade your recipe for my smoothie. You trade me the recipe for the brownies. Deal, But, I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. I don't know why Mario's, kicking super hard, but he needs to quit it. Because even doing this fucking flies. But, yeah, it's just... How do I put this? There needs to be more checks and people kept in line, but the government should not be the one to have that power. As we can see, they go mad with power. But if you have enough of a community or social, like the society of citizens as a whole, keep things in check, then yeah, things will be fine. Because you have a general consensus. What do they call it? Democratic Republic. Thank God it made it over. So again, it's just that's why they're trying to strip us of our rights, our guns, this and that. How you feel about guns is how you feel. You don't like guns, you don't like guns. You like guns, you like guns. But you shouldn't prohibit someone from doing something just because they don't like it. Just like I don't think there should be anybody, hot take here. I don't think conservatives should be telling transgenders they can't take hormone replacement therapy medication. And that's just like that. Just like, there should be people saying you can't have a gun just because you don't like guns. Yeah, so, and that's another thing too. So that is part of the government, but it's funny because it's not part of the government, but the government listens to it. It's the Federal Reserves. Those guys are complete assholes. And man, you know what? I'm having fun talking about these politics things because I haven't had really anyone to talk to about them. So there's a theory that's been floating around Facebook again that I love it. I'm waiting for it to get fact checked, and then stop being shared as much because when something gets fact checked on Facebook, the reach gets dipped hard. So, let's say it usually reaches 15 people, now it only reaches 2 people. So there was something with a tax law or a bank law or some shit in 1913 that was passed that originally the original people that were set up for the banking system weren't going to pass it, but magically the Titanic somehow sank, and just shortly after that they passed that law, and it just so happened these certain bankers or whatever were on board that died. So very interesting conspiracy that I've been looking at and laughing at. I laughed huh, that could be possible. As far as healthcare goes, oh yeah, so the Federal Reserve's just garbage. What's their solution? Print more money. So basically, they fucked our purchasing power, because the whole point is there's this YouTube channel I watch called America Uncovered and China Uncensored, run by the same guy. Great fucking news, but nonpartisan news. I fucking love watching him, and he's like a late night talk show host, but with actual sources and evidence and a little bit of comedy without Orange Man bad. Oh yeah, well Trump's bad. Like, you put on any late show these days that it's on a lot of local stations, it's just that. Like, he's out of office and people still won't stop. But it's also the same thing like with CNN. After Trump got out of the White House, actually a lot of left-leaning websites, after Trump got out of the fucking White House, a lot of their traffic to their sites has been fucking down, and their TV station shit like really dipped. So, you know, maybe that's why they need Orange Man to stay bad so they can make money off the anger, off the hatred, which I fucking hate. Anyways, fucking Mario, stop kicking him so hard. But yeah, okay, sorry. And then I keep getting distracted with myself. So yeah, so the Federal Reserve, their purchasing power. So whenever they print new money, I mean, they do what they basically get like bonds or whatever. They pull out loans essentially, and what they hope for is they pull out a loan, like let's say for $200,000, $200,000, or let's say in 1970 they did that for $200,000. They pulled out a bond. You know, with interest and all that, and $200,000 is now like what? Or it's like a lot cheaper to pay off now these days or some shit, you know? Or our value, the inflation's gotten so much more that they have more of the money that number-wise that they can just pay off the loans a lot quicker. So that's why year after year the Fed tries to keep interest rates moving up. Inflation, anywhere from, what was it, like 2 to 4%? Which is funny because as manufacturing, industrialization, whatnot has gotten a lot more advanced, a lot more proficient, a lot more efficient. Everything should be costing cheaper. You know, a bag of chips should now only run you like 70 cents instead of $1.50 because, you know, the machinery and everything's so cheap to operate. You know, it should be, but, you know, inflation and all that jazz. Yes! No! It bounced off the curb! But yeah, so they fucked us up, and then of course when you print a lot of money without, ever since Nixon took us off the fucking gold standard, since we don't have anything backing up our actual monetary system, the money's worth whatever we want it to be technically. Holy shit, 9%. Yeah, see, it's fucking ridiculous. It's all just, we're all fucked in the end. Cool, it stayed there that time. Yeah, ever since we got taken off the reserves, now there's no reason to have something to base our currency off of. So now it's just free-flowing currency, essentially, where it can be $1. You can turn around and be like, you see this dollar here? I bet it could buy 2 bags of chips. And let's say the bag of chips are normally $1, but you think you can buy them 2, you know, buy 2 bags of chips for $1. Well, let's say if that happens on a giant scale, essentially that dollar now becomes essentially worth $2, and it starts fucking with our values and like our savings and how much our purchasing power is. You know, or like let's say our money number stays the same, but it actually, oh man, I used to be able to, fuck! I still used to be able to buy a bag of chips for $1. Now I need $2 or $1.75 to buy it. So inflation, recession, all this shit, it's just bad. And right now we're being gaslit. Like, we're being gaslit on a fucking massive scale. Like, the government trying to tell you it's not that bad. It's that bad. Go try to pull out a loan or interest loan. And then a lot of our youth that are coming into the young workforce, they're adults, they're not, it's not their fault that they're not too knowledgeable because their school systems don't teach you how to live life. They just teach you no 2 + 2. No, the Pythagorean theorem. Alright, read How to Kill a Mockingbird. Alright, you graduated. Since they don't teach you life skills, a lot of people are entering the workforce and getting absolutely taken advantage of labor-wise, or when they're trying to get a house or a car, they're getting, absolutely just raked over the coals with interest rates. So, like, my favorite thing I've seen lately is if you have really good credit, you can get a housing loan for 2.5%. But then you look at the mortgage loan term, the loan term length, and it's like fucking 40, 50 years. And it's like, fuck, are you serious? Some people don't even make it that long, and they're expected to turn 21 and be able to get a fucking mortgage like that? That's fucking nuts. And then, obviously, anytime you try to make money, the government takes. But the moment you lose money, the government's like, well, you lost money, you're stupid. But like, let's say you made a smart investment choice in a bunch of companies, you bought stocks, purchased stock options, etc., and you sold, you made money, you're like, cool, I invested $10,000 across these companies and stocks, and I have a return of $152,000. Well, the government's going to be like, hey, check it out, the capital gains tax, my guy. So you got to pay that. But let's say you put $10,000 in the stock market and you lose it all. The companies go bankrupt. Stock options are trash, yada, yada, yada. You lose it all. You go to zero. It's worth nothing. The government's not going to be like, hey, man, here's a tax refund. Or here's a refund. You played the game, you lost, let's help you out. Nope, they're like, oh, we cover our eyes, cover our ears, and you're not here. And it's pretty fucked up. It really is. Because, a lot of, during the Occupy Wall Street in 2008, the housing market burst, and a lot of corporations basically fucked the stock market up. What happened? The government bailed out AIT and a lot of other big companies. Big companies. What happened to the little guy? Oh, yeah, sorry. That's just how it is. That's the dems the breaks, as they say. Because, again, and a nice example of that, too, is... yeah, exactly. And even then, you're expected to lose money. You're expected to not make money, which is stupid. Wait, what did she want again? Bananas? Oh, bananas. So that's the thing. It's stupid. So what the big companies can do, they can make a bunch of shitty options. They can lose $50,000, let's say more now. Let's say $5 million. They can lose $5 million playing the stock market lottery. Insider trading, and they still fuck up. The government be like, hey, we don't want you to go. Hey, man, here's $1 million. Do your best. It's okay. You deserve a second chance. And then, again, little guy loses only $10,000. Yeah, well, sorry, guy. Oh, well. Too bad. So sad. And then the whole thing is recently with the GameStop thing was a good show on how corrupt the stock market really is. How the hedge funds got all these fancy options that aren't available to their normal person like near you, where they can short stocks, or you can promise to pay a stock for $10, or you buy stock for $10, and you think it's going to go under, you're betting on a bankruptcy, so, when the company goes bankrupt, they got to pay you out for all the stocks or whatever, so you make money. Now, okay, I already did hers. So it's just, so anyways, when someone found out about the GameStop thing and how basically hedge funds were betting against it for it to go under, they started buying up the shares and holding on to it. So what happens in that short squeeze? It makes the price of the stocks go up. So now instead of $5 a share, they what was it? I think the highest point the stocks went up to was $460 something a share for GameStop. So again, when you short a stock, you're basically promising to buy it at a later date for a set price. So, or buy it at a later date. So you buy it for $10. You say you'll buy it for $10, but you'll pay it off at a later. You'll pay for it at a later date. Let's say, oh well, the value is $5. Well, you made money off of it or something. There's something how they do it. Oh shit, pineapples. And anyway, so people shorted it, and it fucked up the hedge funds to where they were losing literally billions trying to compete. And then once the little guys actually were finally coming on top, that's when all these regulations started coming out against crypto, against the little guys using the penny stock trading apps and all that. Like, it's just nuts, man. You're not allowed to win. You're only allowed to play. It's like being at the world's shittiest casino. It's not going to settle back down. If anything, the housing market's going to crash again. The Federal Reserve, or not Federal Reserve, my bad. I just hate them, you know. A lot of people hate the Federal Reserve, but anyways. The housing market's actually going to crash again. I'm no economist, you know, so, you know, take my advice, take my words with a grain of salt. I have no experience. I'm just looking at trends. But literally, the moment housing prices went down, BlackRock pulled out, or gathered, and pulled up a shit ton of money in straight up cash and started buying properties like crazy. Because, you know, they wanted to own the property, because eventually the goal is to have us rent from them. So they're in control. It's the same thing of a neighborhood. Let's say KB Homes builds a community, you know, a couple blocks, there's like 50 houses or something. Because they own that neighborhood, they can set the rent prices to whatever they want. They own that neighborhood. So like, my buddy lives in these apartments where the old owner sold it to someone else, and someone just said, alright, you know what, for no reason I'm gonna jack up the rent, just cause. Yeah, the property I was working towards getting was a piece of shit. Even before this COVID and all that, it was about 180. I think right now it's like 300K. Fucking nuts. And everyone out of state right now is trying to buy it. But fucking yeah. So basically though, so BlackRock and a bunch of other fucking big name housing companies have been buying up all the property because, you know, people, when you buy a house, you get a loan from the bank, you're essentially getting that money and just giving it to somebody and paying off that mortgage. Some people are going to have to wait for closing costs, escrow, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not sure the exact process of it. But there's a whole bunch of costs in waiting for the homeowner to get the old homeowner to get their money. Oh fuck. The old homeowner to get their money and all that shit. Whereas BlackRock can walk up to houses and be like, hey, I'll pay your asking price in cash. Right here, right now. Now, what do you think a struggling family or homeowner is going to do? They're going to wait for that sale to go through for that family? Or are they going to take that money that's there right in front of them right now and be able to feed their families or whatever? They're going to take the cash. So, you know, right now that's caused a lot of rifts and things. So people that get loans are getting fucking outbidded out of the fucking housing market because, you know, who can compete with fucking multi-billion-dollar, not trillion-dollar corporations flashing cash like it's nothing? Like, you know, oh man, $250,000, man, I wipe my ass with $250,000. That's nothing to me. You know, so they're able to just pull it out their ass. God damn it! I'm trying to grab it and I'll talk to you. So, pretty much, so just remember, the government is a casino and odds will always be stacked against you, even if you think there's a chance. And don't forget, just like Benjamin Franklin said, there's only nothing is certain in life other than death and taxes. Or something along those lines. I forget the exact quote. Because the IRS and income tax 16th Amendment was kind of supposed to be a temporary thing. You know, during the Great Depression, we're supposed to kind of use it temporarily. And once our market came back to life and everything, it's supposed to be abolished. But you give the government a cookie. Now look at it. Oh, government's talking about getting the IRS all strapped and everything. Oh man, I already did hers too. So, fuck, what's another one? trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. But yeah, the government will always be stacked against you. Don't ever think you'll get a one-up. The moment you do, or the common person gets a leg up, you better believe it'll be met with force. Like, one of the things that really drove me nuts about how our politicians race bait was the whole, oh, it'd be a different story if minorities or other races had guns. Like, to most people that aren't actually racist, that's a cool thing that you know, people of all skin colors, American, whatever, have a gun. You know, that they could own guns. But you know, that destroys the narrative when you know, people of the same neighborhoods, no matter skin color, work together and own guns. But then all of a sudden now, somehow the African Americans are Uncle Toms or some bullshit. Like, it's fucking disgusting how the government and the mainstream media pits us against each other, and how many stupid people fall for it. It's bonkers to me, really. Absolute bonkers. I don't know, man. This world is sick. Yeah, see? And that was also, okay, so back then, you know, racism still exists. Not in the ways we're used to it now, but it still does exist. I mean, there's no denying our judicial system is biased as fuck. And yeah, the NRA has never been good. They're like Trump. They pretend they care about gun rights, but they turn around and fuck themselves in the ass. And then they fuck us all up. Oh, we were fighting for you guys. Man, if I recall, I think some documents got released and they were lobbying for more gun restrictions or some shit. I can't remember what. And then California though, I mean, racism. So back then, it was a racism thing. Oh man, black people with guns, that's bad. So California was like, oh, better change that. But nowadays, it's not so much. How do I put this? Right? Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to word this. I mean, I'm Mexican, so I'm supposed to understand the Zoot Suit riots and all that shit. You know, si se puede and all that. But the thing is nowadays we're a lot more tolerant than what people think. But a lot of mainstream media just has us biting at each other's necks or throats. Hey, Republican, you should hate that transgender for no reason. Hey, transgender, you should, just cause issues for no reason. And you know what they do? The stupid people believe it. The smart transgenders just want to live in peace. The smarter conservatives don't fall for that shit. Like, there's so many good people. I don't know, I'm just getting sad. I might have to go to Waffle House and flirt with Morgan again. Or not even flirt, talk to her. I'm too fat to flirt. Look, man, I already know how I look like in the mirror. I'm gonna lose this weight though. But yeah, I already know how I look like in the mirror. So Morgan doesn't deserve to be talked to by a big old trucker. But if I was a handsome, skinny guy like I used to be, then yeah, maybe I might be like, hey, you know, I like scrambles. And then she's like, yeah, cool. Nah, but so with the Black Panther thing, yeah, it's a racial thing. But nowadays, it's become racial to the point where it's been inverted. Like, now segregation's coming back. You know, there's people of color spaces only. Like, it's literal segregation. It's fucked up because it's like we went full circle. We had segregation. Oh my god. But that's the thing, yeah. You know, I know many. How do I put this? I know many people I hate, many people I love, many people I respect, many people I tolerate, yada yada yada. So, for example, there's this transgender that I talked to that is dating another transgender that I don't like because all they do is just scream racial slurs on the internet and talk about cultural Marxism and how it should be a thing. Which, again, is ultimately really stupid. But anyways, the point being is I also know a transgender that I really like. Actually, I was crushing on one for a while, but she ghosted me. I don't know if it's because of the war in Ukraine or what, but because something with Poland and a lot of immigrants are coming in and all that. Again, I don't know. I could have just been ghosted. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we've been kind of brought back to segregation. Now there's people of color spaces only and then white people spaces. Even though before it was like that, but it was bad. But yeah, you know what? They weren't treated, people of color weren't treated with respect. They were just called color folk or all these really offensive slurs. Now people of color. But the thing is, it's almost like the far left or the people that agree with segregation like that are like blissfully unaware of just how racist they're being. The whole point of like MLK and all that was that no one skin color should be better than the other. It should be based on what kind of person you are. And yeah, they got to go back to segregation, and it's just, I'm gonna be honest with you, baffling, really. I really did not see that coming. And it's all really started after 2012, like, it hit hard. What's weird is to get the fruit, you have to spray the water randomly. Like, there's no exact point, it's all randomly generated. They better hope whatever one you don't need, or you need, doesn't roll into the river. I don't know, like... Yeah, see, and that's the thing, is people hate for no reason. They hate what they don't understand. And yes, there are bad actors. There are actually a lot of bad people, as they call them, groomers, that have been kind of grooming people. But it's not just transgenders that do it, it's just creepy people in general, pedophiles. Anybody trying to be like, hey, come to my side, we'll be friends. Hey, no, I need you! Oh, thank God, it almost went in the water. So yeah, it's just sad, like I said, because people just get mad, don't even understand why they're mad. It just makes everything complicated, makes things maybe more complicated than it needs to be. So I already got all these blue butterflies, what the fuck? Come back here! God damn you! Yeah. Hey, you know what? Honestly, when it comes down to it, I mean, this is the way I see it. Maybe I'm still a bigot, maybe I'm just a racist, a fascist, but I've always felt like if someone's doing something to themselves that isn't affecting anyone else, it shouldn't matter to you, or it shouldn't bother any of your business. If someone's transgender, alright, fine. But the moment they try to hey, like, let's say I have a son, they're like, hey, you should be transgender too, even though you think some, color purple's cool, that must mean you're a girl. Like, nah, why can't you just think that really shit's cool? Or fuck, you want to be a femboy, be a femboy, whatever. But it's just, there's good people, and there's bad people. The conservatives, a lot of them are like, you know what? I want transgenders to be able to smoke weed and own whatever guns they want and have access to the medication they need to, function and, have their functions. But, then you got the crazy conservatives like, nope, only good race is, one race, and, transgender's bad. They're just stupid. Like, conservatives are just really, the hardcore ones are just stupid. It's the same thing with the leftists. All white people are bad. I don't know, man. I'm so tired. Honestly, I'm just so tired. It's just a never-ending battle with people. Like, it's just racism. You don't get your way, racism. Yeah, but hey, how dare, that person be happy, politicians said don't be happy. So there go, he can't be happy or else. I don't know, man. I honestly, personally, for myself, don't agree with the surgeries yet, because we're still so far away from the technology that I just feel like it would make people, regret their decision to do that, to do the surgery, not identify. And then, that's how, like, the rate got so, the alignment rate got so high. But that's just a theory. Whatever helps people, align to how they feel, again, it's their business, so it don't matter. It don't matter to me. But, like I said, there's just a lot of people that just want to inject their own stuff. They want to police how you live your life. There's actually an interesting hashtag on Twitter the other day that I was reading all the tweets under. Both sides, obviously. So the hashtag was called LGB drop the T. Yeah, exactly, and that too. Oh, look at that, he's kissing a boy. And then they would shame him, ostracize him, physically assault them, and then it's like, wow, it's so sad how they died or whatever. No, it's tragic. It's not sad, it's tragic because it didn't need to happen, but relentless bullying and non-acceptance of what someone else does with consent is a problem. It really is sad too. Like, my uncle honestly was the same way. He came out as gay a couple years ago or so. I remember, like, I used to joke around, when you get a girlfriend, man? And he's like, never. Why would I want to give a girl some money, when I keep all this money for myself? He's like me, kind of a goofy-ass kid. Well, I mean, he's 8 years older than me, but still. The point is, he was like, why would I do that when I can have all this money for myself, If I want a new game console, I can go buy it, or yada, yada, yada. And eventually he realizes, you know what? I want to be with somebody, but I don't want to be with a girl. And he comes out and just tells us all, you know what, I'm gay. Next thing you know, he dates a guy, and he's been fucking living life, smiling ear to ear. Usually he has like a nice little smile. You can tell he's a little lonely. So, it was just refreshing to see, He actually was happy. So yeah, it's just, nobody knows how to leave each other alone. It's just, all anyone knows how to do these days is how to be angry, how to be upset, how to hate. No more is it taught how to love. And before people try to say, yeah, they do try to teach that. No, they don't. They teach you they force acceptance on you. Some people are never going to come around, let's be honest. Some people are never going to come around to agreeing with how you view yourself or view the world. That's just life, unfortunately. However, you can choose, rather than try to focus on the 5% or less that are going to fight tooth and nail against the reality, you choose to fight them instead of just accepting the fact that 95% of other people either understand or embrace or fucking welcome your ideals. And that's another thing that drives me nuts. Some people just don't know how to leave others alone. Some people are just gonna be, just hate on trans or gender or homosexuals, and you know what? It's very unfortunate, and there's not much you can do, but the more you force them to go against their beliefs, the harder they're gonna radicalize until, something bad happens. That's always a shame. But what they need to understand is there's, for one of those assholes, there's like 99 other people that are like, hey, you know what, girl, bro, whatever, you're cool. You know, oh, what the hell, your name was Dante, but you want to go by Danny now with an I? You got it, Danny. Like, rather than focus on that, focus on the people, focus on the happy. Stop focusing on the hate. Stop focusing on negatives. For fuck's sake. You know, I mean, the gay community became a community because instead of, you know, trying to fight, they decided, how about we all come together as like-minded individuals, you know, and just kind of exist ourselves. You know, lift each other up, support each other. You know, they feel like life is kicking them down. Well, you know what? You got some gay friends, gay allies that lift you up. Supreme Court, again, the Roe v. Wade thing, the idea behind it was good. The law itself was absolutely stupid. By that, I mean, the Supreme Court has never been the one that should have ever made a law in the first place. They don't have that right. But what they're supposed to do is interpret laws. But unfortunately, a lot of states are not doing separation of church and state, and instead using religion as a basis to ban abortion, which I also don't agree with. Again, at the end of the day, what one person does with their body is what they do with their body. You know, if they want to make it like a graveyard in there, you know, or like they want to have a body count, that's on them. If they want to have one because they're not ready yet, or it was an accident, the condom broke, or they might die if they actually carry the baby full term. You know, no matter the reason, you should have that right. It doesn't sound like you're a free American if you're not free to do what you want with your own body. It's just baffling, man. The only thing that I would ever ask when it came to the whole abortion thing is that when women decided to have an abortion, that if they did, you know, that it was both parties signed off on it, but, you know, then the guy, you know, my body, my choice, you know what, at the end of the day, it could hurt him, but it is her body, let's be honest. If he was carrying the baby, then yeah, he can ultimately have the final say. But let's say in those situations, and that's another situation that I think about a lot that I wish to change, is let's say a guy doesn't want to have a kid, but the woman does. The thing is that let's say the guy doesn't want anything to do with the kid, the baby, nothing at all. But the woman, you know, the woman wants to have the kid. It should be, there should be a thing where the guy can sign a document or something relinquishing all liability and all that. So he's not on the hook for child support and all that shit because he didn't want to. Because right now, as it stands, I believe, I don't know if my mom did this to my dad, but no, she did. You know, bless her heart. But the woman could have birth in a hospital, and it doesn't matter. Whatever name she puts down on the birth certificate, that's the name that's liable for child support. And the only way to get the father's name off is a paternity test and a lawsuit, and that shit gets expensive. But no matter what, he's still going to be paid. So that would be something I would like to have seen. Is that thing, you know, the woman wants to have it, guy doesn't. Right here, sign this document. Or the guy files some paperwork saying, you know what, legally, I want nothing to do with the kid. So at no point can he try to claim, that's my son, I have rights. Nope, you signed him away, and that's on you. You know, but I'm getting sidetracked again. Well, okay, so shit, what's codify, there you go. So fucking, I think Obama was the first one to start saying it about that he was going to codify same-sex marriage. You know, because the executive branch can make a law, and the legislative branch could veto or pass it as well. Just like legislative can also make a law, and then the executive branch could veto it or agree to it. But they never did codify same-sex. They used it merely as a platform. Again, more proof that we're just pawns. They want you to think that they're going to do good, but they're always going to be adult. They just want to trick us, you know. They say one thing, they do it there for us. I love it. They're going to do the opposite, basically, of whatever they tell you. Yeah, and see, that's the thing that, the guys will, and then there's guys that do that too to women. Yeah, that's true. Where they're like, you're going to have this baby or else. And the woman feels threatened, unsafe, unhappy, because she's literally being threatened to carry a baby to term that she doesn't want. And you know what that does? That fucks up the woman, and that fucks up the child. And then the child feels like it's not loved, because the mom has like a deep resentment, because by proxy, that child was the reason for the hatred of from the father. That the father was happy, but the moment that she was pregnant or had to have a kid, now all of a sudden he's angry and bitter, whatever, and she didn't want to have a kid, but he did. So then it's just going to bring a kid into the world that's unhappy and doesn't feel loved, and ends up with a lot of mental problems. And that's another thing, mental problems. Healthcare. The U.S. is on the it's just nuts, the healthcare system. I could rant about that too for a whole nother hour, honestly. If not longer, because it's healthcare. I absolutely fucking hate the system. I don't think it should be free, but there should be fucking reasonable prices and transparent prices. That's the one thing that Trump tried to pass that I was actually rooting for. Is he was going to force drug manufacturers to provide to provide the paperwork that shows the cost to manufacture, and of course a lot of pharmaceuticals lobby heavy against that. And of course Democrats being Democrats said, Trump said it, I hate it. But it would have been a good fucking policy. It would have been a good step in the right direction. Because it should not cost, $1,000 for a fucking vial of insulin. When it only costs, what, $20 a vial, if not less than that to produce. And then other medications, like life. Oh, God. I want to read what she said. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people, I hear people saying, I was planned, and I'm like, wow, you're fucking rare. Like, I wasn't planned for sure. I was a result of my dad not wrapping it for his birthday. My mom just kind of let him go, birthday sex and all that, and, 9 months later, here I am. And then I didn't know my dad until I was like 10 years old, but that was because, that was by my mom's choice. I don't know the full stories of exactly everything to an extent, but like, supposedly my dad was trying to see me, get in contact, see his son, and then my mom was just kind of hiding. Again, I don't know the truth of all that, because my mom has been one to hide secrets. Things have been interesting. But yeah, our healthcare system is absolute trash. Oh, and I'm pretty sure you may know this. I don't know if other people know this, but if you're an organ donor, you're pretty much just signing a death warrant. Let's be honest here. A lot of times, let's say you got a concussion or you're in a coma, and if you're an organ donor, they'll be like, yeah, well, there's nothing we can do. And then, like, people will be like, but they just got like a slight concussion. They said, doctors originally said they'll be in a coma for a week. Yeah, well, they're gonna die. And then they harvest their organs. Because and here's another fucked up part. While you sign off on, say, the person allowing them to take the donated organs, the hospital turns around and sells them, whether to actually be used in other people or to be used in medicine or something. I think the liver or pancreas can be used to make a medicine. I don't remember. But, yeah. So it's pretty fucking sad, you know. Oh, wow, thank you for being such a hero for donating your organs. Then, you know, the hospital turns around and be like, hey, bro, I got a new heart, liver, lungs, and kidneys. I'll sell you the heart for $72,000, kidneys for $20 apiece, etc., etc. You know, they profit off of our death. And once I learned about that, I'm like, God damn, that's really sad. Sorry, I went to go grab my orange juice. I love Waffle House orange juice. It's just Minute Maid orange juice in that fucking dispenser, but I love it. Because they water it down a little bit, so it's actually thirst quenching to an extent. God. I'm so glad I ate a shit ton of sugar and shit as a kid. My pancreas is working hard. And again, that's the thing. It's just sad. It's just absolutely sad. I'm looking for blue coins. That's why I'm running around everywhere. But I don't think I'm gonna find any. Basically, all we are, and people need to start realizing that, we're just sheep. We haven't mattered since, I don't think people have really mattered since, I'm going to be honest, 1913. Once the government started giving itself more power instead of staying in check with the public, and the public started allowing the government to become so overruling and overreaching, like, we've kind of lost it all. You know, before you could do all this and have all this fun. Oh yeah. Speaking of the past, one of the things I hear all the time from like the fucking old ass boomers. Oh yeah, well I was your age, I had a house and this and that. Well, that's because the wages and cost of living kind of stayed on par with each other, like they were good. But if you look now, cost of living and wages are way out of proportion to one another. And when boomers were buying houses and stuff and getting loans from the banks, there was no such thing as a credit system or credit score. That didn't become a thing until, what, a couple decades ago or so? I believe. So we have it tougher. We have to prove that we're good. And another fucked up thing is a bank can turn around and be like, you know what? I don't think you qualify for a $950 a month mortgage. I think you qualify to pay $1,400 a month in rent, though. Like, what kind of shit is that? That's some fucking bullshit is what it is. But again, it was all part of keeping people from owning houses, you know? Because it's just like with the disease. Why cure a disease when you can treat it and charge people along the way? You don't think there's been cures for cancers that somehow magically go missing, or the scientists or whatever that had it just disappeared? There's already been several different cures for cancer that have been, I think, talked about in Germany and Europe and all that shit. One of them, which this one baffles the fuck out of me. One of the cures they use in the medicine, the main ingredient is one of the parts or some sort of like structure, molecule or some shit from extra virgin olive oil. And somehow they pair it up with this stuff and it kills the cancerous cells without harming regular cells at all. And instead of being down for a week after chemotherapy, you're only down for 24 hours, they reported. But hey, you know, the FDA don't like that because then they can't make money. If you're cured, how can they charge you? Yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing too is rent. Rent pisses me off. Oh, okay. I paid rent for 20 years. What do I have to show for it? Nothing. The landlord can turn around and just fucking boot me just because. Even though I've been paying for 20 years. Hey, I'm jacking up the rent. Oh, you can't afford it? Get out. No credit towards anything. Nothing. It's stupid. I fucking hate the renting system. And I hate people that have more than like fucking, honestly, more than one property. I feel like it should be one property per person, I feel like, in this world. I don't think, Bob and Linda over there need 20 fucking properties. And they charge an insane amount of rates. There was also there was this thing that, yeah. I remember this one, and this one cracked me up because Adult Swim talked about it. So there was this guy, I think it was for HIV or AIDS or something. He created this pill. What disease was it for? It might have been HIV. It might have been cancer. I don't remember. I want to say HIV though. This guy created this medicine, and then he worked at it. He refined it to where it would only cost at most $1 a pill. Okay? $1 a pill. He apparently was being blackmailed and threatened by pharmaceutical companies. He finally decided to bite the bullet before the bullet bit him. Because, they will put you out of commission if you threaten their money. And I think he signed on with the pharmaceutical that supposedly promised they would help distribute it and all that shit. As soon as they got the rights for it, they turned around and jacked up like $450 a pill. So, needless to say, Adult Swim is mad, and so is the general population. And that's another thing too, is you gotta be super rich to afford to live. Like fuck, like Kanye West had a fucking Kanye West had a good line. Was it how did the line go? If Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS, but all the broke motherfuckers passed away. And was it? You're telling me right now if my grandma was in an NBA right now she'd be okay? But since she was just a secretary working for the church for 35 years, things would stop right here. Like, you think about old Kanye was fucking amazing. I absolutely love the fucking messages. It's just, it's crazy. Oh, you got money? You can afford to live. And then, of course, you got people that argue, well, research and development wasn't cheap. Well, it is now, ain't it? Once you cover your initial investment and costs, I feel like it should go down, You've already recovered what you lost, and you're going to make a profit, because there's a lot of HIV and AIDS medication where it's like you take one pill a day and it stops it from what's the word? Not improving. Increasing. Advancing, I guess. That that you take it one a day and you're good. Like, unfortunately, you got to take it for the rest of your life. But on the bright side, it's one pill a day and nothing gets worse for you. Your HIV is managed and all that. I don't know, man. It's just all stupid to me. It's all hogwash. It's all bullshit. I hate it all. Can't help thinking we could have had it all. But yeah, there's already been yeah. I gotta find the article again. What the fuck? And see, that's another thing. Oh yeah, since we're the only one, we can sell it for whatever we want. And then let's say generic's like, what the fuck? we can sell that for $27 a pill, still make a profit, and still be affordable where everyone would actually buy it. But, you know, as soon as they try to do that, well, lobbyists and all that, and patents. That's another thing, is patents on medical shit. It's so stupid. You know, capitalism, the whole point is competition is good for the common person. You know, you got two companies fighting for a business. One may drop the price, or instead of dropping the price, they offer more, you know, more bang for your buck. For example, a gas station might sell you gas for $3 a gallon. The one across the street might sell it for $2.95 a gallon. They're like, oh shit, $2.95 a gallon, 5 cents a gallon, I'm saving some money. You know, I'm saving money, that's good. But the one that's $3 a gallon might be like, hey, you know what, you come over here, with X amount of gallons, we'll give you a free slushy and a free car wash. And then you're like, holy shit. So just for paying for gas, I get a slushy and a car wash. Yeah. Again, it's the same thing with the marijuana, and why marijuana took so fucking long to be legalized, and why it had such a smear campaign back in what, the 80s and 90s? Because it was not necessarily a wonder drug, but it was a useful medicinal herb. Yes, people tend to smoke these days just to kind of relax and unwind. But what's the harm in that? But yeah, it's just baffling, man. You know, it's the same thing with the paper mills. You know, we don't have to cut so many trees if we just switch to hemp. You know, instead of lumber. But then that's gonna fuck up the lumber industry. And, you know, they like money, so they make sure to put lobbyists to say the worst thing. Oh man, that's not even hemp. That's just weed. They're just trying to make it sound like it's useful, but it's just the smoke. And yeah, it's just sad because, you know, people need medication, and just to be okay. You know, like, I can only imagine the worst state I'd be in if I couldn't have afforded my medication. Thank God my medication is a generic of a cheap medication already. So I take a generic Zoloft. It's sertraline. That's all it is. It's just called sertraline. Because the chemical is sertraline. Was it HCl? I forgot the HCl stands for hydrochloric something. But, you know, for me, without insurance, I think it came out to like, or before my insurance covered it, I think it was like $10 for a 30-day supply. So 33 cents a day, essentially. You know, that's pretty cheap. 33 cents a pill, I can pay that. I can afford that. You know, but then you got people who have to pay fucking thousands of dollars a pill, or a couple $100 a pill, and it's like, that's fucking nuts. How much did it cost you to make that pill? $17? You're gonna turn around and sell it for $573? What the fuck? Or the fucking EpiPen. The EpiPen bullshit. I believe the main guy that stepped down and gave it to his granddaughter, his daughter take it over, and she just turned around and raised the price of it 600% just cause. Literally just cause. And because it's patented, no one can make a generic of it, which is unfortunate because it's such a useful ass device. It's literally a life-saving device. So when someone's going to anaphylactic shock, the EpiPen's already primed. You literally just twist and stab. You know, you stab it into your thigh or stomach, wherever. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's thigh or stomach. But, you know, that's patented, so no generics can be made of that. So the closest thing you can is you have to get one where you have to prime the needle yourself, you have to assemble it, and then do it. Imagine being alone, like living on your own, and you're going to an anaphylactic shock. You're not going to be able to fucking start shaking all that, being able to fucking do all that shit, you know, walk the pole season. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe you can, but most aren't going to be able to, so they're just going to die. That's just pretty fucked up. Even though EpiPen didn't have any reason to raise the prices, he could have just still made money. But greed and all that, and that's another thing. And I purposely do my best to not side with the communists on my friends list on Facebook. Because one, I actually hate communists. They drive me up the wall just as much as libertarians. Libertarians want completely hands off to an extent. But sometimes they also want illegal shit, like things that you're like, why would we need this regulated? But anyways, it's our healthcare. It's just capitalism breeds greed. People realize, I pay this person, I pay the suppliers this money, I pay my employees this money, I sell a product for this, I profit off of management. And then it keeps going up and up and up. But the thing is people get too greedy. Oh man, I would love to make $350,000 a month. That sounds fun. So, they get greedy. Who pays for it? Us. Because insurance ain't gonna pay for it. And that's another thing, insurance. It doesn't have to be so expensive, but because government subsidies back in the days, it's the same shit with fast food and colleges. The government would subsidize some of the costs, that way it wasn't so expensive. Let's go with the college example. So, you go to college, let's say it's $20 a unit. You're like, okay, it's kind of pricey, but you know what? I can do this. The government's like, hey, you know what? You're trying to educate yourself. You're trying to get a better future. Let's help you out. We'll subsidize. We'll give you some money so you don't have to pay all of that on your own. Via grants or even loans, low interest loans. You know what the schools did? Oh, they're giving you free money? Oh shit, well we better jack the price because the government's going to foot the bill, right? They said you only have to pay $12 a unit? Okay, cool. So now our units cost $42 a unit, for no reason. And now the government's going to be less likely to want to help that. And at the same time, banks are going to be like, whoa, that's a lot of money to have to loan out. I don't know if I want to do that. Yada, yada. And it's a never-ending cycle. Government's like, okay, fine, we'll help you out. We know college is expensive, let's help subsidize it. Colleges find out the government's subsidizing, they raise the prices because the government don't pay for it. Where do you think the government gets their money from? Taxes, us, and printing it out of thin air because our money has no actual value. Taking off the gold standard. It's why I try not to talk to you politically, because it's just really depressing. Like, it doesn't need to be so depressing, but the world is a cruel mistress. And to answer your previous question about I wonder how it is everywhere else. Everywhere else, it's a give and take still. Yep. Oh, and then not to mention, and then not to mention the fucking a lot of the pharmaceuticals try to get all buddy with doctors so they can get them to push their medication. Like, hey, oh, what's that? You Prozac talk to you? Hey, well, you know what? I hear Zoloft would be better if you want to sell that. Make some money, eh? And then it becomes almost a racket. A legal racket. Man, I don't even care about folks anymore. I'm too sad. So, yeah, it's, and that's another thing. Is schooling shouldn't be that fucking expensive. Obviously, people deserve to get paid for their labor. If I'm teaching somebody how to repair if I'm teaching somebody how to, let's say, change the oil on my 2014 Dodge Challenger, I feel like, okay, you know what, I should get paid, or maybe I should be compensated for my time. I am giving them my labor, I should be compensated as well. Or I can choose to do it out of my own free will. Either way, you can't get mad about it later if it's your own free will. But to keep on point with the whole capitalism argument and all that shit, I think people should get paid for labor. I think teachers should get paid. They're having to teach colleges, college professors having to teach what? Fucking 30 plus kids in one class at a time, you know, multiple times a day. I think they should get a good amount of pay. I just don't think, you know, it should cost so fucking much per unit. And on top of that, like I said, the government does try to subsidize at times, and then the schools turn around and do it. And again, insurance companies are the same way. They were like, hey, we know you can't afford that $50 medical bill. I'm assuming this was like back in the 50s or 40s or whenever. I don't know. We know you can't afford that bill all up front, so you know what we'll do? We'll pay the bill off for you, and then you just keep paying us in monthly installments. Yada, yada, yada. But, of course, when the hospital found out about it, they were like, cool. You know, they're getting money paid for it. Let's jack up the prices, because the person's not going to pay for it. Insurance company is. And what does the insurance company do? Well, they got a profit margin to make, so they increase the price of their insurance, and so on and so forth. The deductibles go up, the fucking premiums go up, then you know the cost of things go up. Never any cycle. Oh yeah, but to yet circle back on another thing I was saying earlier is Trump was trying to pass a law that required pharmaceutical companies and drug manufacturers to actually explicitly list how much each medication costs to produce. You know, so they can find out for sure if there's actual fucking gouging. Which there is, but we can't prove it because there's no actual price breakdown. And legally as it stands, they don't have to provide one. But, you know, Big Pharma lobbied against it heavily. Democrats hated Trump, so they just hated it regardless. And, yeah, that bill died. And I was really upset because all the stupid laws Trump was passing, all the bullshit he was doing, that was the one thing I was looking forward to. Imagine being able to, like, find out, you know, I'm being ripped the fuck off. It was the same thing. I think he tried to do something similar with the hospitals too. With the what was it? Something like come here. It was something like, oh yeah. So instead of you being sticker shocked by how much things are going to cost after you go to the hospital for, say, an emergency, you know, you fucking broke your arm or something, broke your leg. You know, instead of being sticker shocked or going in and being like, fuck, I can't afford this, oh my god, or I'm gonna go into so much debt. Like what they would, like what one of the things I believe Trump was trying to do was make it to where they had to list their actual prices. You know, like how hospitals charge you like $5,000, but if you ask for an itemized list, magically your bill's only like $2,000. Yeah, it's kind of the same shit. Like they would now have to be forced to show, to like give me an itemized list of why things cost the way they did, and you know they realize they can't get away with just padding the bill. So you know, now all of a sudden you're like, weird how that was $3,000 cheaper. Also, the fact that an average ambulance ride costs $5,000 in the U.S. is fucking nuts. At this point, you should get an Uber. You know, if it's an emergency, but like not super life-threatening, like you're not bleeding out, but like you're like, all right, I got shortness of breath, I gotta go to the hospital, but I'm not paying for no fucking ambulance. I'd be like, get a fucking Uber. But that would only work if you're in a big city. But the point is, it should not cost $5,000 for someone to go pick your ass up, drive you to a hospital, and then that's it. Maybe to hold you in the fucking back of the thing for like, what, fucking 20 minutes? Some decisions psychology drugs. I have not, and honestly, I'm scared to. I just, like I said, the whole healthcare system. Okay, I get distracted. I go into so many different tangents. So to go back to how things are in other countries versus here, they're better and worse. Worse as in with certain freedoms you're not allowed to do things, but better because a lot of different systems are at play. So UK, Scotland, unfortunately, and a bunch of other places over there are like nanny states essentially. You're always watched. I saw in one area, police completely restricted the filling of petrol cans to deter antisocial motorcycle riding or bike riding, some shit like that. God damn it. And yeah. Holy shit! Oh man, that's nice. Honestly, I get that was a serious situation, but after everything was said and done, What the fuck? Why is it up there? Hold on. Oh my god, get up there, Yoshi. We need to get that blue coin. And we're dead. Honestly, I would have been like, wow, twice in one session, or twice in 1 week. What are the odds? But you know, serious subject. I don't know, when I got my foot ran over, I was making a lot of jokes. But that's me, you know, that's not as severe as, you know, what happened. But yeah, fucking crazy though. Yeah, hey, we know you were just assaulted. How about you pay us some more money, yeah? Fucking bonkers, man. Oh my sweet Jesus. That blue coin's not there anymore. I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, thank God it's still there. There we go. Yeah. That is a fucking massive shot. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. I needed to, you know, get evidence gathered and all that. Oh, so you're gonna charge me for that privilege? It's a fucking logistical nightmare. Ugh. And hospitals, I don't think there's really non-profit hospitals. I think they're all full profit. Which makes sense. You know, you do something, you should be compensated for it. But there's a limit. There's a fucking limit. Like I said, it shouldn't cost $5,000. And how I know it's $5,000 because that was my bill when I got my foot ran over. It shouldn't cost that much money. Excuse me, to get an ambulance ride. Or cafeteria food charging you $10 for a fucking hot dog. And you know, it's like a basic bitch hot dog too. It's not even a good hot dog, you know. It's not like Polish sausage or a summer sausage or, you know, a real good bratwurst. It's just, you know, pig butthole wiener hot dog. They're charging $10. It's just a nightmare. Okay, so anyways, again, back to my other thing. As far as other countries go, they got some stupid systems, but it's a matter of, it's kind of like the U.S. and how we have different states. You move to a state that more closely aligns with your ideals. I mean, there's never going to be the perfect state. For example, I love Texas, but I hate their fucking, their stupid fucking laws and views and everything. And they base everything on religions. I vaguely remember that name. For some reason, I keep thinking of a mouse. I think it's just because how your names are. But yeah, it's just absolutely bonkers how expensive it is to just, you know, exist here. Oh yeah. So that's another thing too. Okay, that's a quick fun story. So my city, I don't know if it still is, but for a time, my city had one of the top 10 worst hospitals in the United States. In the United States, not in the state, not in the city, in the United States. And it's true that it was that bad. For example, we had a family member who, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to get serious for a moment, would still be alive. Actually, several people would still be alive if the doctors and nurses actually listened. We had a family member, they were having issues with their body retaining water and their heart. The hospital just says, here, take these pills, get out of here. So what are they going to do? All right, well, you're the doc, I guess. They take the pills, they do whatever. They go back to their home state of Nebraska. On their way there, they were in Nebraska already. When they got there, they the doctors looked at him and said, they pulled his records from California, and they're like, how the fuck did they not see any of these problems wrong? Like, they got to operating on him like immediately and took care of him. Like, he stroked out because it got so bad, and he lost fucking half his mobility because California fucked him up. And it was just really sad to learn. You know, they were just going to give him pills and hope it went away. Whereas other states are like, what the fuck? No, we have a team of doctors, you know, take care of you. You know, like you're supposed to be in a hospital. And then we had another person. She was having heart problems and sleep apnea. And at one point, she just died in her sleep. And the hospitals didn't do shit. Like we kept trying to tell them over and over. You know, but they didn't listen. And you know, so I believe right now a family member or a family friend is trying to go through lawsuits and shit to, you know, sue for what would it be? Would it be malpractice? No, would it be malicious intent? Malpractice? I don't know, maybe malpractice. I forget the actual phrase, but yeah. It was just bad. Basically that she didn't have to die. I think she was 18 or whatever. You know, she was a great person. And she fucking passed away, and I was like, bruh. Like, it's sad that my town is known for having the worst fucking hospital in the nation. I wonder what it's rated now. Oh, okay, I remember what game you're talking about. You're talking about Yakuza. I think I got all the hidden moves in this area. Well, yeah, and the thing is, though, in my town it happens entirely too much. Damn, I got a lot of notifications on my phone. Jesus Christ. I'll check it later. Anyways, yeah, it's just, I mean, simply put, absolutely abhorrent. What the fuck did I hit? But, yeah, so, you know what? I am fucking curious. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Holy shit! Most of these hospitals that are on this list I'm looking at are either California or Illinois. Alright, let me see if I can find mine on this thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, I'm not on this list. When was this list made? 2012, never mind, that's fine. God damn, it's an old ass list. I need a more modern list. Alright, 2020, let's see. No, doesn't have it. God damn. So, okay, this one was made in 2017, but this one has, out of a list of 10, California has 6 out of 10 of the spots for grade F. God damn. Let me just look at my hometown, see if it still pops up on the list. Oh, that was an ad. What the fuck? I never seen this search engine. Nah. I'll find it later. There we go. Visited Bruh. How the fuck does that happen? How are they that bad at their fucking job? And yeah, I am a truck driver, and that, yeah. Cool, so maybe at some point I may have came across your father. And, you know, said, hey, what's going on? Or he could have been one of the people I passed if they go slow. Yeah, but my town, I gotta find that list. There was a list that we were on, and we were ranked, like, as one of the top 10 or 20 worst hospitals in the nation. And the sad part is there is only one hospital in our one main hospital in our town. The rest are like what do you say, Camaranas, urgent hospitals. Like they're not like emergency room ones, they're just urgent or regular kind of doctors. See, that's the thing. It's always money with people. Money, money, money. You know, they're gonna get their money, but rather than wait, they're like, no, I want it now. So they just try to rip off everybody. Damn, I was trying to eat that bird. Yeah, it's just insane. I'm telling you, California doesn't give a fuck. They try to tell you like they're the most open and accepting state and they care, but they only care so long as you got money. The moment your money runs out is the moment their compassion runs out. California is fucking brutal. I don't want to get out of here, honestly. Like, their laws are stupid, and they're just a terrible place to be. It really is. Right now I'm in Ohio. Everybody talks shit about Ohio, but I feel better in Ohio than I do in California. Sometimes you just gotta eat a bird. Sometimes you just gotta puke on a bird. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Oh, god damn it, I thought. Ohio is Ohio. Like, they say Ohio is for lovers, or Virginia is for lovers. I don't know anymore. I don't know who to believe, Virginia or Hawthorne Heights. You know what? Let's go! Let's make you just rip ass. That's him ripping assholes, by the way. Imagine just chilling here and all of a sudden you just see a fat guy riding a dinosaur, just eating all your produce. Oh shit! Well, people have been saying they've been seeing Bigfoot a lot lately and stuff like that, so I mean, you know, it just might be Bigfoot. Yeah, it's just weird. I wish he'd give Yoshi some glasses. Don't worry, sir, I got you. Oh, god damn it. Give me my shit back! You know, seeing Yoshi do that reminds me of something. Why the hell is it called a blowjob? I tried blowing, it doesn't feel as good. Where else would a blue coin might be hiding? Maybe on the statue somehow? Hey, you could have saw a Wendigo or whatever they are. Those are pretty cool. Imagine seeing one of those skid walks. I'm still 20 blue coins short. These are houses, by the way. Apparently, it's where these no gear people live. So I'm just basically jumping on their roofs. Oh yeah! I didn't think that Mothman shit was like a real statue, and then I saw that shit, and I drove through, I was like, what the fuck? No way! And then of course I have a friend over there, so they were able to confirm, yes, Mothman is very much real. This person's so fancy they have a trampoline on their house. I swear I've gone through every single one of those already. I've gotten all the blue coins I can. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's actually... I need to go to bed. Damn, ranting about bullshit really is something I enjoy doing. Alright. Man, I remember when IGN used to be good. IGN's just a bunch of trash these days. Okay, so there should be... God damn it. Oh, that's right, I'm off the game. I'm wondering why it was working. Alright, so... Corona Mountain should be 10. Yep, got all 10. 20 in Al Delfino. Delfino Plaza? Alright, 20 in there. 30 blue coins in each world. Holy shit. Alright, I got all the Peanut Park. I'm missing 4 in Sirena Beach. Holy shit, I'm missing 6 here. 3 here. 2 there. 4 there. 1 there. Okay, well that makes things a lot easier, so I guess next time I'll go on to the... I think next time I will go for a grind, but I'm honestly pretty tired. Let me see, oh, I struggled so bad at that slow server point Pleasant Build Team Buckers cool as hell though. That does sound pretty fucking dope, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. But Yeah, man, it was fun talking to you. I've always liked the things you say. They crack me up because you're both logical and funny. You know, it's the thing about people that go through trauma. They're usually really fucking funny, but also really wise. Um, but I'm honestly getting tired. I'm not going to lie to you. So I am going to end the stream for now. But you want to just chat along, in the Discord and shit. You know where to find me. I made a politics channel now, so that way we can talk about more political stuff. I mean, I did my best to hold off, but honestly, it's a dead server. It's not that many people use it, so I originally decided to go against it because of discourse, but nobody uses it too much except for us few. Us cool peeps. I still got to finish building a wall in Minecraft too. I'm switching it out with the cobbled deep slate. Um, Yeah, so I'm getting rid of the cobblestone stairs and walls, so it's cobbled deep slate. Someone made a really pretty house. Like they swapped the blocks for like this flower textured house or clay, and it looks fucking cool. But yeah, I'm probably gonna hop on Minecraft and fall asleep for a little bit. Well, yeah. So as my usual send off, thank you all so much for tuning in. Appreciate support, and I will see y'all next time when I can. But yeah, honestly, it was great talking to you, Dark Orchard. Oh yeah, that's me. That was cool. That's a cool place. I forgot what the blocks are actually called, but I saw it. And I was like, that's fucking cool. Um, Again, my house, I just put the cave flower, on the ceiling. Um, but yeah, it's been cool to actually talk about gloomy subjects. After all, that's what this channel was based off of. I made the Twitch channel literally just because I didn't want to go to therapy, and this was free therapy. I go here, I cry and play video games. I like video games and I like crying, so it worked out. But then my life started getting kind of back together, and then I ended up, yeah. But I've gotta go to bed. I'm fucking tired. I'm probably gonna be up in like 2 hours. Nah, fuck it. I'll sleep in an extra hour. Alright. Man, Ronatron, you show up right as I'm taking off, man. I'll catch you next time. I can't believe my PS5 controller's. No, is it? How the fuck do I even know how much charge it is? Oh well. Where the fuck's my Switch? Okay, I took it into the bathroom with me, and that's in it. Where'd it go?